Thank you all for having me here. I appreciate it. Welcome, everybody. I especially want to give a shout out to TTI for putting this together, and Man James for inviting me, our statewide program manager. He's the one in the salmon color shirt. I don't see Kathy. I met a few today. Appreciate you all again being here. It's an honor. On behalf of TxDOT, we appreciate all the work that y'all are doing here. Okay, I know I brought some notes. I don't want to miss some things that I want to talk about today. So, like I said, it's an honor to join so many professionals here, advocates, enforcement, educators, in this fight with reducing our crashes and motorcycle fatalities. This particular campaign, the motorcycle campaign, is very personal to me. My family has known the pain of losing loved ones on motorcycle crashes. In the 70s, my brother, I mean, not my brother, but my father lost his brother in a motorcycle crash. And to this day, it's still a live event. They celebrate him with having a memorial riding down Northern California every other year on Highway 1. That's very beautiful. But it usually ends with a lot of tears, laughter, because that pain never goes away. And it's kind of difficult for me because more recently we had a loss. I didn't think I would do this. I was very, very confident. Last fall, my first cousin lost his oldest son to a motorcycle crash. He was in his early 20s. So he became Houston's fatality statistics for 2024. So all this to say that these numbers that we share with our public to advocate, they're not just numbers. They're a name, a face, a family. And so it's very important to be here for me. It's an honor, like I said, because what you all are doing is very important work. It's not done in vain, and we want to continue this. For me, again, this campaign, the Look Twice for Motorcycles, let me move it forward, which would help me kind of go from this emotional that I would need to detach from. How many are you familiar with this campaign, this toolkit that I'm going to talk about? Okay, that is not enough. I would like for everyone to be familiar. So part of my job with Texas Department of Transportation is public participation and engagement. And we find a missing link here that we have these wonderful assets. We, TxDOT, have all these wonderful assets, and now we really need our partners and stakeholders to start utilizing them. And it's no fault on anyone. It's just very difficult to have that outreach and extend it to everyone when we don't know or we don't have that capacity to do so. So I'm here to kind of help with that. And I'm going to start with this campaign. And it's not just this campaign, because oftentimes you're in coalitions, and coalitions have a different buy-in, whether it's distracted driving, speeding, or other buy-ins. But in our case here, we're talking about our motorcycle safety campaign, the Look Twice. Share the road, look twice for motorcycles. And you'll see, do I have a cursor here or one of those thingamajigs? Well, at the very bottom of that, there's a link. And I would like Kathy, if she has the opportunity, to share this PowerPoint, because you can find this link. And in that link, you're going to find a slew of folders that we're going to just kind of briefly go over. And that's the link. It's called the Toolkit. All right? I'm going to quiz you all later. So in this toolkit, there's just one thing we ask, okay? We're asking you not to alter the campaign. Not that you would, but you know, sometimes if we don't know, we might do something we didn't know. So don't alter any of the creatives. We partnered with a vendor who many of you all may know, Sherry Matthews Group, and they've spent a lot of great time, used their professionals to create these campaigns. And we don't want to, use a trademark, TxDOT trademark, or the campaign's logo, any of that for other reasons other than what's already been created. So that's just the one disclaimer that I got to put in there. But back to the toolkit, you'll have a table of contents, and most of those table of contents are folders in that link that's going to be shared with you. And it'll give you the different creatives that we have. We have little stack cards. The tagline is Share the Road. Comparte el Camino. We have Spanish and English cards. Website. Key talking points. So if you're ever, I heard proclamations are being told. So if you have a proclamation and you need some key talking points, you can use that. If you want to do a press conference with your club and you want some talking points, we update the statistics yearly. Okay, now In our case, when we talk about statistics, we're updating them from the year before, 2024. And so, again, talking points on what you need to do to drive safer. And so this angle that we give with the Look Twice for motorcycles is really for motorists, okay? And oftentimes it's like, well, I'm a rider, what do I want to do with this? Well, we need to have our motorists, we also drive cars and we also interact with people who are driving cars. We want them to be more aware of our vulnerable drivers, which are the motorcyclists. So plenty of key talking points that I'm not going to go over, but I encourage you all to go look at those and see which ones you like, grab them, use them, and own them, because it's, we're wanting everyone to be safe. So the fun part is the social media content. How many of y'all use social media? Okay. Many people use social media, both motorcyclists and motorists. So with this social media content, you don't have to do anything other than download it, upload it to your site, and of course, TxDOT's logos are going to be there, but you can tag your I want to say web page, but social page. The strategy there, it's going to explain the social media strategy. We run it from May 1st through the 15th. So as many of you all know, May is Motorcycle Safety Awareness Month. So TxDOT, Texas Department of Transportation, runs their campaign from May 1st through the 15th. And that's when we're continuously wanting to post, not just TxDOT, but we want our stakeholders and partners to post our social media content. So for example, we have the Good Driver. That is one post there. And that's going to run from 5/1 through 5/31. And I thought this was perfect because today is May 3rd, so this is a perfect time to engage everyone here in this room to download this toolkit and download these posts into their web, if you have a personal Facebook page, social media page, I don't know what you all use, but whatever social media platform you use, you can download these posts according to those dates, or however you like. This is just recommended. It's not a have to. But it's nice, the algorithms to pick that up so that people who are not in our circle can see these posts as well. I'm not going to go through all of this, but in that toolkit, you're going to see the post, the content, and the hashtags. We recommend that you use all of it. Again, because it brings up the algorithms for your pages. You want more visibility for your business page or your personal page, this is what to do here. You get the visibility on this. And I would also encourage the other TxDOT campaigns as well, because it'll continuously make your pages active. Here are some more. This is another post. I want to get to the videos. We have graphics also for your blog. So if you're a blogger, you can use some of these graphics. You can download them. Where can we download these from? The online toolkit. Yes, the online toolkit. We're getting there. The online toolkit will give you access to all of this. And we call this these are our assets, okay? This is just one set of assets that we have for our campaign. And then we have, I love these, the Instagram stickers. I know a lot of young people, so we're trying to capture, different types of motorists. It's the Harley riders, the clubs, but then we have those, I call them speedsters. I live in Bryan College Station, and in College Station specifically, there's this huge issue with these young motorcyclists who they're Kawasaki's and those speeders, and they're split riding, what do you call it, split laning, and it's very dangerous, and they're being very aggressive on the road. So if we can, again, at least try to make effort to reach them through social media, the vehicles, because these kids changing their behavior is going to be tough. But if we can get drivers to look twice for these motorcyclists, whether they're driving correctly and healthy or speeding, we at least have that ahead of us. Harm reduction. I'm a big harm reduction. We sometimes can't get rid of the problem with just one silver bullet, but we got to start somewhere. And educating the motorists is our angle here. Through social media posts, profile. This is on my page right now. And I'll confess, I was kind of very resistant because I'm not always on social media, because I'm like, oh, how am I going to download this? I've got to be on a computer, yada, yada, yada. It's not that hard. I proved it to myself that it's not that difficult. So I finally went in that toolkit that I am very, a huge advocate for, to start downloading that and posting it on my social media. By the way, I've been with TxDOT for about a year and a half, so it's been really good. So I like this particularly because, and I'm going to go back to my notes because I don't want to leave anything out. I want you all to understand that the Share the Road, Look Twice for Motorcycle campaign toolkit is developed by TxDOT, and it's more than just that public awareness. It's a call to action. I want to point out something special about this campaign. There was a photo shoot that I was able to be a part of, and that photo shoot included the background that you see there, Look Twice for Motorcycles, Share the Road, Mira dos veces para ver las motos. That was actually a live photo shoot. The guy came in with his vintage bike and his motorcycle gear, and he happened to be the campaign's program manager's husband. And so, you know, we had a lot of fun there at that photo shoot. Never seen anything happen like that. It was fantastic. But little did they know that jacket he was wearing, they knew that jacket he was wearing was his brother's jacket, but little did they know that they would lose his brother a few weeks later to a motorcycle crash. You know, and so again, these photos are not just photography stock. These are stories, life stories behind it. And it's tragic that we're having to say this story, but it's real. And so, again, we're encouraging for you all to use the campaign for its purpose. And so, again, this is why we're here, to advocate, to educate, and to save lives. We can't bring back those lives we lost, but we can honor them by doing everything we can to prevent future losses. Every presentation you give, every conversation you have, every billboard someone sees, it all adds up. So please use the toolkit, share it, talk about it, help us spread this message behind every helmet is someone's child, partner, family, or friend. Help us save a life. Look twice, because there's always more writing on it than we think and than you think. So again, thank you for your dedication. Thank you for being here.